Welcome to Bare Lifestyle, the podcast where we speak up and speak out about all taboo topics to make them normal and acceptable. I'm your host, Simona Spark, a best-selling author, international speaker, transformational coach, and so many other things. Beyond anything else, I'm a woman who stopped following other people's rules and started creating my own. In this space, we are ready to get naked by stripping away insecurities and judgments and all kinds of limitations and reaching in for the essence of who we really are bare. Beautiful, authentic, real, and ever evolving. Please join the conversation by sharing with us your insights and your questions. You could email us directly to transformation@simonaspark.com, or you could DM us on Instagram at Simona Spark World. Thank you for joining me today. Let's begin. Welcome to Bare Lifestyle. I'm so excited that you are here. Welcome back for those of you that have been here before. And welcome, special welcome for those of you that you just landed here for the first time. This is Bare Lifestyle Space, and we always start with celebrations. Most importantly, with self-celebration. So I am celebrating myself. I am celebrating you that you're here, and everyone that listens and watch our podcast. And today I'm celebrating with water. Cheers, cheers, everyone. I'm really pumped today because this morning I just made the decision to organize a new Bare Women retreat. Yes. So save the dates. The dates are October 20th, 21st, 22nd. That is a penultimate weekend of the month, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. In the description of this episode, you will find the link to get on the waiting list. It's a waiting list today because I still need to take care of a lot of the details, but put your name on that waiting list and then you will receive all the details directly to your email. So, Bare Woman Retreat is back. This is an in-person event. Will take place in Los Angeles, more specifically in Beverly Hills. So if you are from here or if you want to fly in, just mark the dates, look up for flights, get ready. And I just want to talk a little bit about what we will do in these 3 days, right? Well, first of all, we want to dive deep into all the concepts that we've been talking here, all the taboo topics, and specifically for taboo topics around women's body, women's sensuality, women's sexuality, women nudity, women bare power. We really are drilling in and pulling out your bare essence. And because it's an in-person event, be a lot of customized inner work. I cannot wait to meet you and to be there to hold that space. Very important note is going to be a small group, maximum 6 people, maximum 6 women. So please open the description, put your name on a waiting list so you will get the details as soon as I have them. And when you receive those details, like really consider if you want to be part of this a private container or not, because again, I will only have 6 spots. I'm committed to solve some problems, right? Unlock some blockages between yourself that, and I'm not using big words here, is going to change your life. So imagine how your life might be different when you get to release the pain that is blocking your pleasure. when you get to release the judgments that is blocking your authenticity, when you get to release all the outside expectation and people expectation about how you should look or how you should move or how you should behave. This is the work that we are going to do. Now, that being said, I invite you to go back to the episodes. You could find it in the title that I'm speaking about boundaries. I'm speaking about self-love, self-care. Go back to those episodes and listen to them. It's really going to prepare you for the retreat. You could find so many golden nuggets to help you set the stage for a deeper work. So the question is, what doesn't let us show up bare, beautiful, authentic, real, and explicit? Well, a lot of things doesn't let us, right? A lot of limiting beliefs, a lot of trauma that we went through, a lot of ridiculous expectations that people around the society, norms, whatever, are put on us, especially women, right? That we should be thin, or we should be curvy, or we should be this height, or we should be this color, or the eyes should be like this, the hair should be like that. It's absolutely impossible to fit and to satisfy all this expectation. So what do? It's a lot of confusion. It's absolutely impossible to show up in a way that everybody is satisfied with how I look. I know it sounds ridiculous, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. I dare to say there is not even one single woman that did not experience something in this space. So what do? We explain ourselves. We justify it, why we are how we are, or why we behave how we behave. All kind of answers. And I'm not saying that what you're saying is not true. But I want to draw your attention to two aspects. One, whatever you're telling me now as a justification for why you do not show up fully and authentically, just because you have that justification, it doesn't change your current state. If you want to show up fully and authentically, we need to take a step in that direction. You need to take a step in that direction instead of hiding behind this plausible justification of why you're not doing it. Again, just because you have an answer and it's true, that doesn't mean that your state is going to change. So that's one thing. And the other thing is, whatever your story is now, and again, it's true. It is your truth. You're not lying to us in whatever you are saying. I want you to be aware that that's a story you created way back when something else happened. And this story that you created was the answer, was your coping mechanism, was your solution to go through, to overcome, to survive that event. But now you are here. Whatever happened in the past, it's not happening in this moment. So this story that you have, that most likely is now your belief around that particular issue, you get to change it. And again, you could only change it if you take a step towards that direction. Look, we all went through a lot. Have you read my story? If you didn't, you could access my book in the description. We all went through a lot. And trauma is trauma. I don't believe in such a thing, small trauma and big trauma and secondhand trauma. Trauma is trauma. And in order to survive it, we find a way, a solution to survive it. And I know you did. You know how I know? Because you're here. So whatever happened to you, you were so brilliant in that moment that you find a way, a coping mechanism, a solution, a belief, a story, whatever you found, a solution to get you through, to overcome it so you could get here. but that danger is not here anymore. So you get to release that story. You have the power to look around, to see what's happening in your life, where you at right now, to realize that you're not in the same circumstance that you were when you created that story. And then to decide, where do you want to be? And if you want to change your life, or how you think, or what you believe, or how you, or your lifestyle, or how you look at the world, first of all, that it's possible for you, totally 100% you could do that. And second, you have to write a new story. The old story got you here. So if you are continue to tell that story, if you continue to live your life from that beliefs, all you do, it's expanding the space where you are now. So if you want to change the space, change the circumstances, change your whole goddamn life, we need a new story. A story that supports that lifestyle, a story that supports that woman of who you want to become, a story that aligns with that vision. Is it easy? No, it's not, but it's very simple. It takes a lot of courage to open up, to dissect every little piece, to look at the goddamn thing, to understand it, to hold it, to heal it, to love it, to release it. So we could create the space for this new thing that we are desiring. And you could totally do that on your own. Absolutely possible. It's just, it's going to take a longer time, and it's going to take some like serious commitment and determination of keep on going, even if it's getting hard, right? Or you could do that into a container that is created specifically for this type of work. In a container where you are held by other women, a handful of women that are going through the same experience, they are having the same intention. I don't know if you realize how powerful you are. The woman power, it's so big that most don't know how to handle it, ourselves included, right? Now imagine that you're in one room with a handful of women. They're there to see you, to encourage you, to support you, to hold you with no judgment, just with love. So you could reach in for your bare essence and let your authenticity come through. So you could look in the mirror and actually see who you really are and what are you capable of, who you really are without all this weight, all the stories from 5 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, who you really are without the insecurities, without the self-judgments, without the self-negative talk. That is the intention that I have for this retreat. To have you look in the mirror and say, oh my God, I'm freaking amazing. I could see now who I am. I could see now my power. I could see now my potential. That's the point of eliminating all this crap so you could touch your potential and put it out and live from that space. So again, go in the description, put your name on the waiting list, come back here next week for sure. I will have more information. But if I have you on a list, for sure you're going to receive the email with all the informations as we go. And for today, if you take anything, just take this. Knowing that the story that you are telling me to justify why you are in a miserable space, it's been a brilliant solution to a past problem. But just because you have it is not going to move you from this state. What's going to move you from this state is to recognize that you no longer need that story, and you have the power to create a new one that is supporting where do you want to go, who do you want to become, what lifestyle are you desiring for yourself? That's all. I wish you an amazing week. Have a bear experience, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you for tuning in today. Please follow, rate, and review your favorite episode and share it with your friends. I would love to hear from you. What inspired you? What triggered you? And what interests you? For more bear experiences, please go to simonaspark.com/bear. And for a daily bear inspiration, please follow us on Instagram at Simona Spark World. I can't wait to have you back. Until then, be bear. Beautiful, authentic, real, and ever evolving. Lots of love, my friend.